Imagine a student named Maya. She has a big science test tomorrow. The topic is the solar system. Her textbook has many words and a few pictures. Maya feels a little lost, so she goes on YouTube. She types how the solar system works for beginners. In seconds, she finds a video. It has colorful animations. A friendly voice explains planets, stars, and orbits. Maya watches it a few times. Suddenly, the big ideas from her textbook make sense. This is not just Maya's story. Many students all over the world use YouTube just like this. They use it to understand things that are hard. This is a very important topic to study. Almost every student with internet access has used YouTube. It is a huge part of our world today. But when it comes to school, we need to ask some big questions. How does watching these videos change the way we learn? Is it helping us get smarter? Or is it just a fun distraction from our real homework? Science is all about asking questions and finding answers. By looking closely at YouTube's role in education, we can understand how to use this powerful tool in the best possible way. This is not just for fun, it is for the future of learning. In a scientific study, we look at causes and effects. In this case, YouTube is the thing we are studying. It is the factor that might cause a change. We call this the independent variable. The result we want to measure is student learning. This is the effect. We want to see if student learning gets better, worse, or stays the same when students use YouTube. We call this the dependent variable. Does using YouTube, the cause, lead to better understanding and better grades, the effect? This is the core question we need to explore. It is a simple idea, but finding the answer is a big, exciting challenge. Students use YouTube for many school-related tasks. It is not just for one subject. They might watch a video to get help with a tough math problem. Or they might watch a historical documentary to prepare for a history class discussion. Some students use it to learn a new skill for a project, like how to edit a video or how to build a simple circuit. Others use it to review a lesson the teacher gave in class, hearing the information explained in a different way. YouTube has become a sort of digital library and a personal tutor all in one, available anytime and anywhere. One of the best things about YouTube is how easy it is to find information. Think about it. Before the internet, if you wanted to learn something new, you had to go to a library. You had to find the right book. Now, you can just type a question into the YouTube search bar. In less than a second, you have hundreds, maybe thousands of videos ready to watch. This incredible access means that learning is no longer limited to the classroom or the library. A student in a small town can watch a lecture from a professor at a big university. This opens up a world of knowledge for everyone, no matter where they live. YouTube is also great because it works for different learning styles. Some people learn best by reading, but many people learn best by seeing and hearing. We call these visual and auditory learners. YouTube is perfect for them. A video can show you how a volcano erupts instead of just describing it with words. It can let you hear how a foreign word is pronounced. This makes learning more active and engaging. Instead of just reading a flat page, you are watching a dynamic presentation with sound, motion, and color. This can make difficult ideas much easier to grasp and remember for a long time. Let's not forget that learning on YouTube can be fun. Many educational creators make their videos exciting and entertaining. They use humor, stories, and cool graphics to keep you interested. This is very different from reading a dry textbook for an hour. When you are engaged and having a good time, you are more likely to pay attention and absorb the information. This positive feeling about learning can be very powerful. It can make students more curious and more willing to explore new topics on their own, turning homework from a chore into an adventure of discovery. This platform also offers a huge variety of teachers and perspectives. In school, you have one teacher for each subject. On YouTube, you can find hundreds of people explaining the same topic. If you do not understand one person's explanation, you can simply click on another video. You can find a teacher whose style matches your way of learning. This variety is amazing. It allows students to take control of their own education. They can find the resources that work best for them, building a personalized learning experience that is tailored to their specific needs and curiosities. Even though YouTube is helpful, it has some big problems. One of the biggest issues is the quality and accuracy of the videos. Anyone can upload a video to YouTube. This means not everything you find is true. A video might look professional and sound convincing, but it could be filled with wrong information. For a student trying to learn for a test, this is a serious problem. Using incorrect facts can lead to bad grades and a poor understanding of a topic. It is like trying to build a house with weak materials. The foundation of your knowledge will not be strong. Another challenge is the constant distraction. We have all been there. You go to YouTube to watch one video for your history project. But then, on the side, you see a video about a new video game or a funny cat. You click on it, then another, and another. Before you know it, an hour has passed and you have not done any work. The way YouTube is designed, with its recommendations and autoplay features, makes it very easy to get sidetracked. This can hurt a student's ability to focus and manage their time effectively, which are very important skills for school and for life. Using YouTube for learning also requires a skill that school does not always teach: directly critical thinking. You cannot just passively watch and believe everything you see. You have to be a detective. Who made this video? Are they an expert in this field? Are they trying to sell me something? Do they show evidence for their claims? Asking these questions is very important. Without this critical eye, students can easily be misled by biased or inaccurate content. They need to learn how to evaluate sources online, just like they would evaluate a book or an article. Finally, relying too much on quick YouTube videos can sometimes create a shallow understanding. Learning complex subjects takes time and effort. A 10-minute video can give you a great overview, but it usually cannot give you the deep, detailed knowledge that comes from reading a book, working through problems, and thinking hard about a topic. If students only use short videos, they might miss the important details and the deeper connections. They might get the feeling that they understand something completely when they have only scratched the surface. True learning often requires more patience and deeper engagement. So, how can we study this? We can start by asking simple questions. For example, how much time do students spend on YouTube for schoolwork each week? Or which subjects do students use YouTube for the most? We could also ask, do students who use YouTube for science feel more confident about the subject? To find answers, we can use different methods. We could give out surveys with questions for many students to answer. We could also do interviews, where we talk to students one-on-one to hear their detailed stories. We could even analyze the popular educational videos themselves to see what makes them so engaging. From everything we have discussed, we can learn some important lessons. First, planning is key. Before you go on YouTube, have a clear goal. Know what you need to learn and set a time limit. Second, be a critical consumer. Always check your sources. Look for channels from trusted institutions like universities or museums. Third, remember that collaboration is powerful. Talk to your friends and teachers about the videos you watch. Discussing the ideas can help you understand them better and catch any misinformation. Learning is often a team sport, not a solo activity. We also learn the value of honesty and responsibility. It is important to be honest with yourself about how you are using your time. Are you really studying, or are you just getting distracted? Being responsible means using YouTube as a tool to help you, not as an excuse to avoid hard work. True understanding does not come from a magic video. It comes from your own effort, your curiosity, and your willingness to struggle with difficult ideas. Learning is a journey, and like any great adventure, it takes time, effort, and a good map to guide you. In the end, YouTube is neither a perfect teacher nor a terrible distraction. It is simply a powerful tool. The real difference comes from how we choose to use it. For students, the goal is to become smart, active learners who can use YouTube to support their education without falling into its traps. For teachers, the challenge is to guide students, teaching them how to find good content and think critically about it. By working together, we can make sure that this amazing platform helps us build a future where everyone has the chance to learn, explore, and get a little bit smarter every single day. Consider the science.